Hi, welcome to Mac to Explore Systems. In this video, we are going to see how to install MediaPipe Framework on Raspberry Pi, and using that same setup, we will see one project, hand landmark detection. So you might have seen that we have old videos about this topic on our channel. Let me show you. So these are old videos about installation of MediaPipe framework on Raspberry Pi. These are 3 years old videos and now the procedure has become outdated. So therefore today we will see new approach of installation of MediaPipe on Raspberry Pi. So let's get started. Hi, so in this video we will see tutorial of how to install MediaPipe framework on Raspberry Pi. So in our previous tutorial we have seen that how to install no machine RDS remote desktop software on Raspberry Pi. You can check out that video. We'll use Raspberry Pi remotely, so we have configured that. You can check out our previous video to configure Raspberry Pi for remote desktop access. Okay, now you can go to this link of our repository. I will share this link in a description, and on this link on this repository you will see guide to how to install MediaPipe framework on Raspberry Pi. So you can see we have given codes and related instructions and with screenshots, all the things. So installing a MediaPipe on Raspberry Pi has only few steps, 2 or 3 steps. So we'll see that in this video. So MediaPipe is a versatile open source framework by Google, ideal for building machine learning pipelines for tasks like hand tracking, face detection and pose estimation, etc. Installing it on Raspberry Pi can be a great way to leverage its capabilities for real-time computer vision projects on a compact, low-power devices. So this guide will walk you through the steps to set up the MediaPipe on Raspberry Pi running compatible operating systems such as the Raspberry Pi OS based on Debian. So let's see what are the prerequisites. So before you begin with the installation, you must ensure that you must have a Raspberry Pi, preferably 4 or latest variant like Raspberry Pi 5. It will work on Raspberry Pi 3, but it may struggle with the real-time application. So Raspberry Pi 5 and 4 are recommended with Raspberry Pi 64-bit OS install. So we have tested this tutorial with the Raspberry Pi 4 Model B revision 1.1 with the Raspberry Pi 64-bit version OS Debian version 12 bookworm. So we tried to test it on 32-bit OS, but it did not work for us. So we switched to 64-bit OS. So here are the specifications we have shown. I will show that in a minute in a real-time hardware. So you can see you should have this prerequisite with you for installing the Raspberry Pi MediaPipe on Raspberry Pi. Okay, so we are also using a USB webcam. So we will be using the 270 HD webcam by Logitech. You can see this. So we will be using for testing the applications of MediaPipe vision applications, and you also need SD card minimum of 16 GB or 32 GB, and on that at least 10 GB of pre-storage required for installing all these processes. So MediaPipe also require OpenCV. So installing OpenCV and MediaPipe requires some storage, so you must have free storage on your SD card. Alright, so we have covered that part, how to prepare the micro SD card using Raspberry Pi Imager in our last video. You can refer that. So let's see step-by-step guide to install the MediaPipe. So let's open the No Machine software here, client, and search for Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi will get connected to our network and it will show here. Let's see. Okay, so you can see Raspberry Pi got listed here. So let's log in into that. Let me resize the window. So we are in Raspberry Pi desktop, you can see here. So this is our Raspberry Pi desktop. Let's open the terminal. Now let me show you what are the software and hardware variation of this Raspberry Pi we are using. So let's first start with what OS we are using, or what device, hardware device which we are using. So you can see like this, we are using Raspberry Pi 4 model B revision 1.1. okay, now let's see the OS. So you can see like this screenshot, we are using Debian GNU Linux 12 bookworm. Then let's see the architecture which we are using. So it is Arch64, and this one is you can see the variant of bookworm, all the details. Now let's see free memory. So you can see we are using 2 GB RAM for this Raspberry Pi. Let me show you the desktop. So here also you can confirm that we are using 2 GB of RAM, and swap is 512 MB. Right. So we are not using swap memory, but if you are out of RAM, then it is recommended that you should have at least 2 GB of swap memory. If you don't have that much, 1 GB of RAM. So the variant which we are using has a 2 GB of RAM, and that's why we are not increasing the swap memory. So if you want to increase the swap memory, you can use this guide, okay, and use ZRAM method or a typical SD card swap method for enlarge the swap memory of Raspberry Pi. Right. So we are using Raspberry Pi 4 with 2 GB RAM, so we will go with the installation. Right. So let's first update and upgrade the system. So this command will update repository packages and then upgrade the system. So I have already updated the Raspberry Pi, so there is no update available right now, so you may get sometimes update here. So update your system. In step 2, step 1 is completed, update your system. Step 2, increase the swap memory, which is optional. If you have Raspberry Pi 4 or 5 with 2 GB, 4 GB or 8 GB of RAM, you don't need this step. If you have Raspberry Pi 3, you may require this step, so you can follow these steps. Then next is step 3. So preparing your virtual environment, which is recommended. So we'll install the MediaPipe Framework package in virtual environment. Why? So creating virtual environment will isolate the Python libraries we are using, in this case MediaPipe and OpenCV, from the rest of the system. So we will create virtual environment on the directory on the desktop. So you have to enter these commands to go to or create the folder and all the things. So first let's check the version of Python which we are using. So it is Python 3.11.2. Now let's install the pip3 package manager and Python 3 virtual environment. Okay, so copy this command, paste it here and install it. Alright, so this step is completed. Now let's go to the desktop. So we are on a desktop. We have to make folder, to create folder for your project. The this is where we will create our virtual environment and install the library. So let's create the project using this command, and we will go into that folder. Okay, we are into that folder right now. Now let's create virtual environment for this directory called my.env. This must be the same directory where we will be installing OpenCV library. So you can replace my.env with the desired name of your environment. So we will be using this name for our virtual environment directory. So copy this command and paste it here. So you can see this is the command to create virtual environment directory. Okay, it is created. Now you can check that it is environment is created or not using ls command, list command. So here is our environment which is created. So we have to now activate that environment. Next step is to activate that virtual environment. Let's activate that. Okay, you can see here that our virtual environment got activated, and we are now in that virtual environment. Now once you created the virtual environment, there is only one step to install the MediaPipe library. So here is the step pip3. You can use pip3 package manager to install the MediaPipe. So we have given all the screenshot here how it got completed. This process will take some time, so have patience and wait for the command to complete. So we will now run this command and wait for the MediaPipe get installed. So here is the command. Let's execute it. So it will start downloading MediaPipe package wheel, you can see here, and then it will also download the required dependencies, like you can see here all the dependencies file. So you can see that here, and once you get MediaPipe installed on your system, you will get this screenshot. Like let me show you. This command will install all the required dependencies like OpenCV. You can see the NumPy, OpenCV contribution. Now it is downloading the wheel files. Once it downloaded wheel file, it will install all this on the system. Okay, now that's it. You can see MediaPipe got installed successfully. Alright, so this step is completed, installation of MediaPipe library. Now let's test that MediaPipe library, that it got successfully installed or not. So for that we have to go to Python prompt. Let me clear that window first. Okay, let's go to Python prompt. We are in Python 3.11 right now, and let's import MediaPipe. This command will confirm that if it's MediaPipe and OpenCV got correctly installed or not. So this command executed successfully without any errors. So it confirms that we have installed MediaPipe library correctly. So now next step is testing the MediaPipe example with RaspberryPi. So you can use MediaPipe examples. We have given that examples here in a repository. So let's see that. Okay, now we have successfully installed MediaPipe on RaspberryPi, and we have also confirmed that it got successfully installed by importing it from Python console. So it got successfully imported without any errors. So now let's run some examples of MediaPipe on RaspberryPi. So we have given some examples of real-time gesture recognition and real-time hand landmass detection, etc. on our repository, you can clone our repository and run those examples here. Let me show you those examples. So here are in our repository, you will get those examples here. Okay, gesture, landmarks. So these are requirements for gesture detection. We'll see that in a minute. So let's get back to those steps here. So you can use, we have given the steps to download the repository. So you can clone your this repository onto your Raspberry Pi. So let's copy this git clone command. Let's first exit out of the console here, Python console. Alright, so let's paste this command here. So this will copy the repository. Okay, now this command downloaded that repository. Let me show you. So here is that repository. So let's go into codes folder of the repository. So here is the commands. You can go to codes folder here. So we are in a codes folder. So these are codes: landmarks detection, gesture detection. Okay, so for landmarks detection, there are no requirements and we do not need to run any script. But for gesture detection, we need some dependencies. We'll see that in a minute. But let's run this first, landmarks. So we have given the command here to run that landmarks detection code. To copy this, and before running this code, make sure that you have connected the webcam. Okay, so we have using this C270 HD webcam, Logitech USB webcam. Just copy the command and paste it here. So here are the landmarks. Let's run this code. So it will start the camera preview here. You can see. So currently no hand is detected because we are not showing the hand to the camera. Now let's show the hands to camera. Okay, and you can see it is real-time detection of hand landmarks on the camera. So we are getting very low FPS, you can see, because we are running this Raspberry Pi headlessly without any monitor, and we have installed the No Machine remote desktop software. This Raspberry Pi is having only 2 GB of RAM and it is of version 4 Raspberry Pi. If you run this on Raspberry Pi 5 with 8 GB of RAM or more, you will get more FPS. And if you run this on desktop based system without any headless setup, you will get more FPS. Okay, now let's see it detects for both hands or not. So I will now show both hands to the camera. Okay, now you can see it detects for both hands and landmarks for both hands. Okay, so this is about landmark detection. Now we'll see about gesture detection. So to escape, to exit this program, you have to press the escape key. Let's press it and we will exit out of the program. Now next example is gesture detection. So as they said here, to run the gesture detection code, we need one more file, that is task file. So the gesture recognizer task file is a MediaPipe model bundle specifically designed for gesture recognition. It contains the model necessary not only to detect the hands and their landmarks, but also to classify the hand poses into gestures like open palm, pointing up, thumbs up, etc. So before running the gesture recognition code, let's first check the all necessary dependencies. For that we have to run the script file which we have given here. So you can run this command. Let me show you that script file quickly. So here is the script file and here is the requirements. So this file will check for requirements. This script will check for requirements and download the gesture recognizer task file. let's copy this command and let's run it. Okay, so most of the requirements are already satisfied, and it also will download. Let me show you the task recognizer file. So you can see that first file, gesture recognizer task file. Okay, this file is required for gesture recognition code. Now you can run this code. So let's run this code. So this code also will run very low because there are a very low FPS because of all the processing power required for that, and our Raspberry Pi is not that much having that much processing power. Now let's see it detects gesture or not. Let's point hand here. It will first try to detect the landmarks, then it will detect the gesture. Let's see. Okay, you can see it is detecting open palm. You have to keep steady hand. Alright, now let's see it detects fist or not. Closed fist. It is detecting the closed fist. Now let's see detect victory or not. Victory gesture. Okay, it successfully detected the victory gesture. Now let's see another gesture. Thumbs up. Okay, it's successfully detecting the thumbs up gesture. You can see confidence also. Now let's see it detect this gesture or oh yes, it detecting that gesture.
So in this way, we have seen how to install MediaPipe Python Framework on Raspberry Pi. In our upcoming content, we will see more projects based on this setup. Stay tuned for more projects and tech updates. If you face any difficulty in replicating our DIY projects, feel free to ping us on Telegram or WhatsApp. You can also send us email at info@make2explore.com. We would be happy to help. Thank you.